5 o'clock tomorrow night is when it's happening. Barnes & Noble on University in West Des Moines. Certainly you're willing to sign copies of the book, but you're also willing to sign some other items for fans of yours too, right?
Yeah, I wanted to make it very clear, this is a way for me, like on my Facebook, for instance, I don't have 5 million people, but my connection with my fans it's all based on art, photos, people talking about poetry. Every night I try to answer 20 kids who are having some problems, and I just loosely say, hey man, take your socks and shoes off tomorrow and walk in the grass, learn to breathe, call your mom up, tell her you love her, look in the mirror and realize you're original and be thankful. Yeah, you have some things going on, but just you're special, don't be too hard on yourself. So I try to answer some of that, but I don't get too deep because it can get scary.
Sure.
But my main connection is art, so tomorrow is a celebration of everything I've done. We all know that I wouldn't have this opportunity to make this book unless I did it myself, which I probably would have never done without being on the road with the Knot for 11 years. There's a lot of great friends of mine in the book, and it gave me the ability to just do what I had to do. So it's a celebration in my life, and the life lived with the people that love what we do as a band, as a culture. So I'm going to sign, CDs, and I take pictures with everybody.
Cool.
So if 3 people come together, I'll take one with each of them and then one with all 3 of them, and it makes me feel good. It makes a difference for me. I want to give as much as I can on my own. I give in the band with, 8 other guys, and we just do what we can do. But on this particular circumstance, it's what can I do to give back to what everyone has done for me. And, there's only so many hours in the day, and you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a fulfilled day, and I go to bed happy.
It's amazing when you ask the question, you never probably expect how many questions you'll end up with.
Hey,
know?
I'm more worried about the answers. The questions are just, there's too many questions, but the answers, they come hard to find. And but I'm doing better with all of it, and I'm having a good time, man. I'm really excited, and I'm in a good place right now, and I'm very excited about this summer with Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem 2012, ending it in Notfest. We get to skip up to Canada for a couple festivals, sharing this thought process that we've been dealing with for the last couple of years, sharing it with our fans instead of alone or having them be alone. And we got an application coming out. We have a new compilation. Don't use that word greatest hits or best of to me because you don't want to hear me go off. But, we have this package that I believe in that people can have, touch, smell, feel, and ponder for a while. While I would take some personal time off after this touring cycle. And and I don't know if I said application, but we got an application.
Yeah, wear the mask. Looks very cool.
Wear the mask, and we just have a lot going on. And the book, and I'm doing some directing, doing some acting. I just finished my first movie script. Well, I wrote my first movie in an untraditional script form, to which I will hand it to someone to put it into script form. It's a psychological thriller. Going to put it out on my film company that Corey Taylor and I have together. And
cool.
Just staying busy, man, with art, doing the family thing. I'm going to be married 19 years on the 26th of this month. My oldest is 21, so she comes over to my house and has a beer, and I'm like, you're just not my little girl anymore,
Right.
But, things are great, man. I'm in a good place, and life's good. I'm blessed to be alive and be able to do the things I love.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's always good to see you.
Thank you. And, I just want to say one last thing. That I didn't get to say, earlier with Corey or whatever. I just want to thank everybody out there personally and for the band. It's probably the only time I can speak for the band without getting in trouble, or smacked around. But, we would just like to thank everybody for the letters, the posts, the texts, the prayers, the energy, the vibrations over the airwaves, under the ground, whatever it is to those people, for the support that they've given us for the last 2 years. It is so beautiful, and we are so honored to have our fans and blessed. And I just wanted to take the opportunity just to say on behalf of the band that we love each and every one of our fans. And, I'll say that, and I mean that with all my soul. And then, I'll end it the right way, clown style. If you missed Notfest, don't bitch.
That's it. August 17th and 18th, Friday show in Council Bluffs or near Council Bluffs, and then on Saturday the 18th, that's in Somerset, Wisconsin. The lineup's handpicked by the band and should be a really, really good time. So
yeah, all good friends. I mean, it's going to be great, And like I told you earlier outside, man, I really strongly suggest you to come to. They're both going to be great. We're starting the first one in Iowa for a philosophy with a lot of people that work with us. The venue has particular standards, and we do get to bring a lot of what we're doing. And then the Somerset one is kind of the philosophy of bringing that European thing where you can camp. So you can camp the night before and you can camp the night after the show, and then you can go on your way. But that's where everything will be. I want you to come to both because they're both different, and they're both going to be beautiful. The Somerset one will just happen to have everything, but the Omaha one, the Council Bluffs one is going to be very personal because it's Iowa, and it's with a lot of people that were involved in our career from the beginning, and it's a way of us really kind of starting this new philosophy, where we're from. And hopefully, we don't talk about it much right now because there's no need to, but when we go away and then we finally write a record, record a record, pre-pro a tour, go out and support the tour, release the album, hopefully when we go out on that tour, hopefully it will be Notfest, and it's just going to build, and, we don't talk about it, but it's an idea. And there's also an idea that maybe it can go on, however long we're taking off, I don't know, but maybe it can go on without us even being involved and just keep, building on this ritual aspect of fear. And we want you to really, one thing I can tell you about Notfest is you're going to smell it, you're going to taste it, you're going to hear it, you're going to see it, and most importantly, you're going to feel it and experience it, and you're going to leave refreshed, and you're going to be able to get on with this world that sometimes you can't trust. You're going to deal with your divorce better. You're going to deal better with your children. You're going to deal with your gender issues. You're going to deal with your boss. You're going to deal with insurance. That's what we're really trying to make this thing that you have to confront for yourself and build a strength and then leave and go, I can do anything. Because I did it today.
You bet.
And that it's important to us. Less is more. Couple shows. We're going to end it with fun. You'll like this, or people here in Des Moines will like this. At the Iowa State Fair, ever since I was a little kid, I don't really know the real name of the ride, but there's a roller coaster in the middle of the carnival, and it's a circle. Mm-hmm. So I just call it the Circle of Death. And when I look at it, I can visualize a 9-pointed star in it, even though it's not there. And so I'm bringing this ride there. And it's been there ever since I was a little kid, and it goes, you get in it goes forward a couple times and it stops you at the top, and then it goes backwards a couple times. So I'm going to be there every day and put all these people's names in a hat. I'm going to pick one. I'm going to sit next to that person. I'm going to ride this ride every day.
Awesome.
So, I mean, we're just, and that's been in my life since I was a little kid, and we're bringing that exact ride here, and it's going to be lit up, and there's going to be like a bunch of cars for a drum circle, people playing to it, cool. Like people riding, and there's just like this insane ritualistic like rhythm being played while people are riding and freaking out. It's going to be a really good time, man.
That's very cool. Thank you again for your time. I can't thank you enough.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Anytime you need anything, I'm here. I love coming here. I love supporting Des Moines. I've stayed here. It's my home, born and raised, and book signing tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Barnes & Noble, Clive, I believe. Come or don't come, whatever. Let's hang out. Just come by and say hi. Let's connect.